Is there a way, do you think you can, like, say in public, you're interacting with someone, you meet someone for the first time, do you think you can tell what they are? First, middle, only child?
Let's try it out. Are you in the blue?
Oh, coming up now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, why?
Do you have any siblings?
Are you the oldest or youngest sibling? Are you the oldest or youngest sibling in your I fuck.
This is Ollie.
My name's Adib.
My name's Min.
Welcome.
Welcome to Squat Podcast. My name is Tarek, and this
This is Ivan, a fellow hairy man, and what's your name?
This is Ollie.
Ollie. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man. What are you up to today?
I'm actually in the city. I'm about to get a facial. A bit of self-care.
Oh, awesome.
I get facials all the time. What kind of facial are you talking about?
They're good, right? Just the exfoliation.
Oh, okay. I meant something else. But that's cool. That sounds good. Where are you getting that at, by the way? How much does it cost?
Place called Face of Man.
Oh, it's specifically for guys.
100%.
Awesome.
They give you a whiskey. They treat you well. Oh, it's beautiful.
Feel better to give you a facial than a guy, right? That's awesome, man.
No. It's
it's
ladies.
females work. Okay,
Different kind of
okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop beating down that dead horse.
Yeah, not that type of one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, the reason we've set up today is we want to ask people off the street about sibling relationships. Did you grow up with any other siblings?
I did. I've got an older sister and I've got a younger brother.
Oh, you're in the middle.
I'm in the middle. Best place to be.
Why is it the best?
Why?
Tell us.
The best place. You get away with everything.
Okay.
Your parents have already had as a kid, so
They fucked up with the oldest already.
exactly, 100%. So they're kind of like, oh, you're the second one, like, yeah, whatever. They're used to it. And then when the youngest one comes along, they're like, oh shit, here we go again. So they put all their attention to the youngest one. So you just glide on through.
So you don't want that attention. You want to glide.
Interesting take. You got that like perfect balance in the middle, which makes sense. Of what would you say, like chilled parenting?
Yeah, chilled parenting. Chilled, good parenting, like support you when you need support, but also let you do your own thing.
Yeah.
Because
we've had hundreds of guests today, right?
Yeah.
And they've all said that the middle child is the worst. They get neglected. No one talks to them. They're kind of weird losers that go get facials by themselves. You know what I mean? So you tell me, like, are they wrong? Are they right? Or
a little bit right, but a lot of bit wrong.
a lot of it wrong? Okay, cool.
That chillness that you said that they kind of gave to you, do you think that reflects in your personality? Would you say like your older sibling and your younger sibling are quite different to you, and you're the most relaxed one?
Ooh, I would say so. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Would they agree?
Yeah, they would agree. I would hope. I would like to think so.
Well, I think we've actually got a complete set because I'm the oldest, you're the middle, he's the youngest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you tell straight away?
We're all brothers. I can.
Okay, damn. We have a very diverse parents. They produce 3 very different looking children. Questionable. We'll ask our mum what was up, how this occurred. We look so different. But yeah, some say like for the youngest that we're all hopeless. We don't know how to do anything. We kind of rely on everyone else to do stuff for us. Did you find that true in your family?
Go on. Give the dirt on the youngest.
Sorry, Harry. But
Harry,
100%.
the jig is up.
100%. We had to lift him up. We had to take care of him.
Yeah.
But he's good now.
He's good.
He's good?
Because of us.
You know what? It was my sister and me. Really, we were the parents in that whole.
Yeah. I see that a little bit. And like, were there ever moments where like maybe you could tell the parents were not necessarily being a little bit crazy, but you and your older sister would just step in and just let them know, like, oh, like we've seen this before. It's not as big of a deal.
You're
as
closer
you
to the
think.
ground.
Yeah.
You understand.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
We've seen it all. We just say, hey, let us take it from here.
Yeah.
And you, as an older kid, what's the stereotype that you've been facing in your life when?
As an oldest?
Yeah.
I think. Well, before you sat down, I was scrolling my phone just to prepare questions to ask. They said that the oldest usually end up being the most confident because as they're growing up, let's say you're in family friend settings and the adults meet the kids, they're going to treat the oldest the most like an adult, which is going to make them feel like an adult. It's going to give them a lot of confidence. I think that definitely I can relate to. I even remember as a kid, like the way the adults kind of talk to you is like, oh, make sure you look after your little brother, make sure you look after your little sister. And it makes you feel like, yeah, you carry this big responsibility on your shoulders. I think the other side to it though is your parents are literally they have never raised a child, and everything they do at whatever age you're at, it's their first time parenting you. So
That's true.
you see the refinement. So as you said, the parents were a little bit more chill with you. I can guarantee your older sister was probably looking at you being like, wow, he's got it easy.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, she was 100%.
Yeah. And then you have that chain of like when you're looking down at your younger brother Harry, it's like, oh man, this motherfucker.
Yeah. I was like, why is he getting away with this and that?
Yeah, exactly,
I was.
exactly.
What's something that he was allowed to do that you weren't?
Oh man.
Smoke
Especially as a
weed.
guy.
I don't know. One thing that comes to mind, he was always on his iPad, and I found that like so annoying because
Oh, he's an iPad baby.
he's an iPad baby, and I'm like 1997, so I'm like I had a little bit of it at the latest, I don't know, 8,
iPad
9,
1.
whatever. Yeah, exactly. But he was straight into it, and I was like, this is bad for him. It's not good.
It's gonna rot his brain.
I was trying to parent him, My parents are just like, nah, these things are sweet. Hey, it's like better than
Free
a dummy.
parenting,
Just-
right? Yeah, exactly. So I was gonna say, is there a way? Do you think you can like say in public, if you're interacting with someone, you meet someone for the first time? Do you think you can tell what they are? First, middle, only child?
Let's try it out.
All right.
No.
Lady in the blue.
Lady in the blue.
Oh, coming up now.
She's
She's
youngest.
got 3, 2, 1. Oldest.
Youngest.
Oh, why?
I think oldest.
I had oldest. She said that very stern.
Do
Like,
you have any siblings?
are you
do
the
you have any
oldest or
siblings?
youngest sibling?
Pardon?
Are you the oldest or the youngest sibling in your family?
oldest.
I fucking knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Me too. You said youngest.
I said
We
no.
know this. This is
That
why
was
we do
good.
the podcast.
That was good.
Bro, she had that's like I'm on a mission.
She looked tired.
My little kid has a fucking iPad, you know what I mean? My little sister.
Why are you guys doing this? What's the? Are you trying to see who you can? Why siblings?
Oh, why this topic? Every week it's a different topic.
Oh.
So
This is not a siblings podcast. That's the shittiest podcast I've ever heard of, bro.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, this is a very niche podcast. Who's listening to this?
I love my brothers and sisters. I want to talk about them all the time.
not many people listen either way, even though
Either
we
way.
switch
Yeah.
off the topics. But
But yeah, I was
let's
gonna
see what
say, I think I can normally like when you meet someone, like people tend to say, "Oh yeah, you seem like a youngest child." I think if they use that as an insult, it's never as like a positive thing. You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, you seem useless," or "You seem like very controlling," or "You seem like you're used to getting your way." I think the biggest one is always with the only children, which we haven't talked about.
Agreed,
today.
agreed. I think it like being the oldest, middle, youngest, or whatever. It doesn't necessarily always shine through, but when you are an only child, it fucking shines through, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's the weird things about? Tell us. What's weird about only kids? You know, what I mean?
So that we don't have to
Statistically
likely out everyone.
Statistically likely from China.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for all my friends who are only children, but you're so spoiled. You get everything you want. You're so looked after, but you're looked at like 24/7. So it shows. It shows.
Dude, you're speaking into their
Never,
soul right
never
now.
have to
Like,
share. They never
on
have
the
to
lens.
share.
Yeah, they
Never have to. Yeah, never learn to share. You know.
always get their way.
100%.
Couple investment properties.
Yeah. Yes. Just get
Dude, they got all the money.
all the inheritance.
All the inheritance. They're just waiting for their parents to die. They don't know how to have fun. They're just like they don't know how to like take a joke because
High
they
strung,
never
high
got bullied.
strung. Yeah.
They never got bullied, you know.
Is there a helpline for only children who are
There
listening?
should be. There should be. There should be an only child podcast.
Findabrother.com.
Yeah.
It's not what you think.
Yeah.
It was really good having you on, man. Yeah, really appreciate it.
Having you guys.
Yeah.
Great having you guys.
Yeah.
Great being with you guys.
Fellow brothers,
worries,
fellow
man, no
brothers.
I like it.
Enjoy the facial,
Alright.
brother.
Thank you.
See you, man. See ya.
See you, man.
What do you want to
Assalamu
do?
alaikum. What is your name?
My name is Adib.
Adib, nice to meet you, my friend.
Yeah.
Cut. Alright, my name is Ivan. This is
Tarek.
we are on Squat Podcast. Today we have a man of the streets, a man of the city.
Oh yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Adib.
Adib, nice fit today, sir. Can you describe us? Who are you wearing today?
Who am I wearing?
are you wearing?
What's that meant to be?
What brand is this? What brand is
Oh,
this?
right. So I actually don't know. Like these are my dad's pants. This
He's
is,
lying. He's lying.
I think this is Charles
So
Turwitt.
you wear the pants in the family.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's a statement to my dad.
Charles Stewart.
Yeah, Charles Turwitt.
Is that your dad's Gucci ring as well?
It's not my dad's Gucci.
Is this an extra small Charles Stewart shirt because you have to because they were fucking massive?
Yeah. I had to get the extra slim one. Yeah, the other ones were just too big. Even then, the sleeves are fucking giant. That's why I had to roll them up.
A little blue on blue action.
That's it, man. I think blue and blue is the way to
Crip
go.
gang.
Okay.
And the watch finally.
Yeah. Got a bit of a blue tint on it.
It is a very nice watch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fuck bloods.
Yeah. So
Buckler bit bookies. And your underwear. Last thing.
I think it's actually blue. You guys want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see. Through the fly as well.
Can you confirm it's blue?
So it's blue. Nice. Anyways.
Looks like a slug. Oh wait, that's your penis.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of dicks, what kind of sibling are you? By the way, are you the first? Are you the second?
I am the oldest. Yes,
The
oldest by 6 years. Yeah.
That's by 6. And you have a younger brother, sister?
I have a younger sister. She's in third year uni right now.
Third year uni.
Yeah.
So growing up, was it a kind of a interesting dynamic? And most of the people we've had so far haven't had younger sisters. So what's it like having a younger sister?
I think growing up, you don't really have much in common with a younger sister.
Yeah.
I think when you're really, really little, you still do like all the stupid shit, like wrestle and like fucking pretend fight and stuff. That's all fun.
There's the age where everything
Yeah.
you do is exactly the same.
Yeah,
All the
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't last that long. Like
Yeah.
once you get to like, I don't know, like 13, 14, it's a bit like, all right, I'll go, I don't know, play soccer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. I think there is a biological aspect to that in the hormonal sense. Like I've heard this from like wrestling coaches where when you get like two girls, a guy and a girl when they're like 11 or 10, they're almost as good as each other. But once like the testosterone starts bumping up, the girls want to do it less as their estrogen goes up, and the guys want to do it more and more and more. So you kind of diverge in interests, I guess.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I don't know what you
What are your thoughts? Yeah, so you're the older brother. Do you ever feel some sort of pressure being the eldest?
Yeah, a little. I think there is a pressure to like look after your younger sibling, especially in like my immigrant families. I feel older siblings do cop it a lot more, and you have to like break the.
You have to be the role model, but you also have to break the
It's
stereotypes.
exactly.
I
It's
think,
like you can't be
yeah.
like too much of a bell end, but at the same time, it's also like you want to be normal and like.
I think ironically you do end up being a role model, but it's more from the sense of like
J.
maybe
Cole.
this is how you can manage your parents a little bit. Like you show your siblings, like you still should abide by what your parents say, but at the same time, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I think, and it's also different. Like in immigrant families, anyway. Like for me, I think like coming
You
to
wouldn't
school here and
understand this
stuff.
because you're white.
Yeah.
My parents are immigrant.
Yeah, but like going to school, just everything. It's like you sort of have to figure out everything for yourself. And I think younger siblings have it a bit easier in that because like they could sort of follow your footsteps. Like
I think that's translated later on in life. You figure shit out while she's like, I'll ask ChatGPT.
I mean, I still ask that ChatGPT to this day, but yeah, I think so a little bit. Yeah, I think it's not that it's easier, but I think they just have like a more secure path. Whereas I think being the eldest is a bit more insecure in that you just have to like try shit out. I think so. In my experience, I reckon older siblings can be usually are more whack than the younger siblings.
Or more whack.
I would agree.
You would agree?
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
I'm not whack.
I mean,
Do you feel like your parents learnt from you and then they were better with your sister?
I had a friend recently who called older siblings guinea pig kids.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
definitely like there's like you just cop the elbows, the hangers, the
They're figuring out
yeah.
along the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figuring out which body part hurts the most. Yeah.
The bunch?
That's it, man.
So were you hit as a kid much?
Why do you keep
We
asking
wanna
that
get-
question?
I want to make people cry.
The previous guest, he was like, not to make it really weird, but did you get hit as a kid?
Because I wonder, like, did your younger sibling get hit less than you?
Definitely got hit less than me, but I think that's also because I'm a guy and she's a girl. I think
That's not equality.
it's not equality, but I don't know. Like you just don't hit girls. I
Because you
think.
should have.
Yeah, I should have. I should have got hit more.
Yeah, I agree.
I always think this about you. I always think you
If
didn't
you got
get
whacked
beat
a few
enough.
times,
If you got punched a
jeez.
few times as a kid, you would have learned your lesson.
You get bullied enough or beat enough as a kid.
Yeah, but when I got hit mainly when I was like, I remember like 5, 4 or 5. Like I got like a wooden spoon once because I didn't eat the food like my mum made, and she just hit me. And like throughout my life, maybe like 5
and that's
times,
traumatized me throughout
my
my
dad
life.
would like lightly kick me on the butt, but it was more the emotional pain than the physical pain. It was actually hard.
Getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, it was more like a light tap, but it was more like a
How could he do?
yeah. Oh my god. Because like if they never do it, it actually means something.
Yeah. But I think like with me it was just like it was so frequent that it was just more like the physical pain that was the worry.
With me and Adib, we don't have big age gaps between our siblings, but you do.
Yeah, I
Is there-
have.
Is there anything strange about like a really big gap?
Yeah,
between-
it's like an adult, you know, like another like they're like another parent almost. So
What
when I
what
was-
is the age gap? Just for
So my older sister is like 41, and then I have two others apart from her, and then the next one's like 31, and then the next one's like 37. So And there are a couple. So the youngest one to me is like 4 years difference. That's not too bad. So we were very close.
Yeah.
But the other ones, it's almost like two different people. It's kind of the dynamic was way different. And they were like getting married when I was, young and shit. So, and I've been an uncle since I was 16. So it's very, since I was 11. So it was a very weird.
Creepy uncle.
Before that, actually, before I even wasn't an uncle, I was a creepy uncle. So. Yeah, so it's a weird dynamic. I don't know. What do you think? You see me. I'm the youngest person. You know me a little bit. Oh, full disclosure. What's do you see any youngest child sort of qualities about me?
I think I do. I think I do. I think
You're
I don't wanna say
creative.
it too,
He's,
but-
he's,
Go in, go in,
he's
go
more
in.
creative.
But
Go in.
I'm saying younger siblings are usually funnier than the older siblings. That's also true. That's. I don't know. You might not agree.
Yeah,
but,
no,
You are the
no,
oldest.
No.
It does check
no.
out. Got him.
Yeah. I reckon it's true from my experience. My sister's like,
Is your sister funny?
she's funny in a different way. Like I'm like louder, but her humor's more it's like wittier,
Niche.
I reckon. Yeah, it's definitely
okay.
wittier.
Oh, refined
My one's
humor.
like stupid humor, like
Yeah.
fucking like dick jokes.
Sue.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the funniest joke I can make. Right.
Dude, I said Sue today in the office. I was like, oh wait, I'm not amongst the brethren.
Mark's story about how he said
Oh,
Sue
that was
in
so
like
good. Yeah.
he said Sue at the Ivy and like 40, 50 people joined in.
Oh yeah, and they were like he was doing the quiz, right? And they were like, Sue after, yeah. I was gonna say also, what do you think about only children? Only children more likely to do OnlyFans or?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think only children are generally pretty tight with their parents. I feel it's very hard to not be. When
Yeah, that's tight.
like,
Also, I feel like only children. I don't want to say the wrong word. Only children. They're a little bit weird in general.
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sheltered
Sheltered,
in
yeah.
a different kind of way, just
Yeah,
from interaction with people.
Shout out to
their
our
age.
friend Mark, who's an only child.
Oh yeah, dude, explains a lot, doesn't it? I feel like I said earlier, statistically likely to be Chinese, and Mark is also Chinese because of that, like in their culture. But I feel like they invest just like so much into the one kid, and so they either come out fucking elite or a bit fucked up because it's like they either cope with the pressure or they don't.
Yeah,
You agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, bro.
I think.
Why do you just say a whole bunch of shit and you're like,
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. But I think when you have siblings, you get to see your parents like from a third person view,
Yeah.
which
You get to see the issues.
yes, and in a way it even creates like empathy for your parents because you realize like
for sure.
they're trying to figure out
Yeah.
how do I parent my kid.
For sure, 100%.
But
I
when
feel
you're-
that especially
yeah.
now because like my sister's like in uni and she's like doing super stuff, and
You
I'm
can-
like, I don't know what to say. Sometimes I'm like, do I say something here or
Yeah.
like is it not my place or do I just give her space? And it's like it's really weird. I don't know. Like I think it's a good experience because I think when I do become a parent, if I do become a parent,
Even seeing it
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
it gives you that perspective.
yeah, exactly. That there are these challenges, and so like for like
Yeah.
people like my mum who didn't have any younger siblings, I can see why she could have made the mistake she did because it's like her first time
Yeah.
like I don't know having someone she's responsible for.
That's a
and
good
stuff.
point. So when you were like 18, she was like 12 or something, right? Like roughly, or when you're in like.
my sister.
Yeah, your sister. Yes, that'll be fucked. No, yeah. So you kind of almost raised a kid at some points. So that age difference almost means that. Like.
I think before not so much because like at 18 I was fucking pretty
Yeah,
irresponsible,
exactly,
I reckon.
yeah.
But it's only now that I feel like I can even fathom like that I have to take care of my sister. Yeah.
Do you still feel it to this day, like a sense of responsibility for her?
Yeah, for sure. I think I feel it more now than I did ever before. Just because I don't know, I'm just more mature. I feel, and I don't know, just
You can see everything more clearly now.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes,
Back then it's just like
it takes the whole adolescence to realize.
exactly.
I think so.
I don't
too,
think
yeah.
I really had a sense of responsibility towards my family until like a couple of years ago.
Do you think you learned anything from your sister, despite the fact that she's much younger?
Nah.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've learnt that much. Or like, I think the age gap is big enough where it's like or like sometimes like smaller things, but she's like, I think it's the same as like you can learn from other personalities, but it's not because she's my younger sister. It's just more like she's
no,
quite
but just
different from me.
learning from them.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like you
feel
do.
like I
Yeah.
definitely learn a lot from my siblings, especially my brother.
Yeah.
He's definitely the
He
most
can actually
creative.
do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the most creative out of the three.
Yeah.
Three of us for sure.
Like he's very like hands-on.
Yeah. Oh, but even just showing me like going for those kind of non-traditional paths.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I
Being
think
brave
he
enough to do that.
He did it so well. Yeah.
No,
so,
I 100% agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a ute, right?
Yeah, he's got a. Oh, it's not a ute. It's like a
Ass
big.
truck,
It's
bro,
got a
yeah.
big. It's like a big. What do you call it? Like a big station wagon, four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel
thing.
drive,
But he's
yeah.
gonna sell it.
But it's broken down like at
Yeah.
least 20 times in
Yeah.
the past like three reels.
That's how you learn how to fix a car.
Yeah, fair.
Target
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah, but I mean, I just
Channel
ask
one.
him. I just ask him for help.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool. All right, let's wrap it up here.
Yes, please.
Anything else you want to ask the man before he leaves? He's one and only time. Where are we drinking? Where are we eating?
You got there's this Japanese place in
Of course, you fuck this guy. I was talking to this girl from Hinge, right? And then she said, like, show me where all the cool speakeasies are or something like that. I'll go in it, like, and it was one of the prompts, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm not about the speakeasies. They're more like speak louds. But I know a good, like, izakayas and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's rare that guys know where izakayas are. I'm like, could you tell me one? I'm like, oh, bro. I know a spot.
Yeah, that's it.
It's very rare.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then
Lafayette needs to fucking sponsor me, bro.
sponsor the podcast, please.
Bought at least 300
Curry rice sponsorship, please. All right. Tariq, are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
We're rocking the fresh cut,
Oh,
both of
yeah.
us. I got that low fade today. You got that high fade. Ooh, shit. No more Mr. Blonde guy. All right. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh hello. My name is Ivan. This is
Tariq.
and this is Squat Podcast. And what is your name, bro?
My name's Min.
Oh, nice to meet you, Min. First time ever. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just finished up work. Walking
Did you have a good
past,
day?
got grabbed in. Yeah, works pretty good. It's nice working in the city. It's nice and convenient to walk.
How drunk are you?
I'm completely sober.
Damn, you didn't have those after work drinks until 5:30.
Dude, they get cut it off at 5 o'clock, so you got to head down a bit early.
I heard last week you may have had 7, 8, or 9.
It's fake. It's fake news.
Fake news. Fake
What do you do
news.
for work?
I work at a tech company,
Nice.
account management.
Oh, very good. Sales. Yeah.
This guy
You'd
knows how
be
to
drinking
make-
on a Thursday then. Yeah.
Club going up on a Tuesday. Anyway, so today we wanted to talk about siblings. And first and foremost, are you an only child? Do you have a sibling? What are you? What's your position? What's your hierarchy?
I am the eldest son, and I have one younger brother.
As the eldest son, do you think you are better than your younger brother?
Yeah, significantly. that's an objective fact as well.
Would your parents agree?
Yeah.
What's the age
Sure.
gap?
4. But it's
4 years.
You kind of have to overachieve as a only child when you're Asian. It's like
Oh, for those first 4 years are pretty tough. You're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, man."
Yeah,
I don't have an accounting degree yet.
Learn
I'm
his
so-
ABCs in the first 6 months.
that was rough.
So when your new brother came along, did you feel some sort of jealousy? Do you remember, or was it kind of like, "Fuck this guy"? Like I'm the elite.
Nah, it's completely different. So I like begged my parents because I wanted a brother so bad. So
Oh, okay.
it was like,
You wanted the company.
yeah, it's like when you're a guy, like having a brother is pretty nice to grow up with. You get to
Yeah,
you get to grow up
agreed.
together. So
You get to beat him up a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. But now he's huge, so I can't. But
Oh, is he bigger than you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Does he play sport as well?
He played soccer, dude.
But you're better than him, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, now I don't know what he does. He just lifts.
Why don't you go down that
Respect
path as the older brother?
Functional fitness.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gang.
Yeah. You get big and you can't run. So yeah, completely different.
Is he
different
better
goals.
looking than you?
Nah,
some
nah.
some say that the more kids
That's
you
cap,
have,
that's cap.
the gene pool gets
Yeah.
better. That gets more refined.
Nah, we look really similar.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah.
You haven't seen my brother, but we look very similar.
He's just bigger.
He's literally just broader. We're like the exact same
Oh, okay.
height. He's just girthier than me.
Okay.
Where else is he girthier?
The head. He's That's about it, dude.
So did you notice any sort of parenting differences growing up between you being the oldest versus him?
Yeah, of course.
You were the test subject.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of have to like do everything first, and then they're also a lot more lenient on the younger kid. I feel like it's quite normal for the younger brother to be a bit brattier. So I think the older sibling kind of matures quicker or earlier, or you have to, and then because you also have to look after your brother.
Was there any situations where like he was being bullied, or you saw that he was having a rough time that you can recall?
Sorta, but not really. Like we didn't particularly grow up rough.
He's huge, bro. He's huge.
Yeah.
He protected me, actually.
I was like, you should just wait till I call my brother, bro.
What do you think about people that are only kids? Are they a little bit weird, or what's your perception of only children so far in your life?
Not really. It's like no real stereotype. I feel everyone's so different, especially like
There's no stereotype about only kids.
There
Oh,
are
not in my life.
the
Like
traits
the only,
that always shine through.
Yeah, I mean I feel like they're a bit more fragile emotionally. I feel like maybe
Yes.
because they get their way a lot
Yes.
more often.
They have a few more investment properties than any other sort of.
Yeah. Pay a bit less rent than I do. I don't know. I guess the other thing is if you grew up with brothers, especially, I feel like it's like a loyalty thing as well.
I agree
So-
with that. I think if you have at least one,
I didn't know you were
brother,
Lebanese.
whether you're a girl or a guy,
Yeah.
you're a bit more hardened.
Yeah.
Like I think like my sister for sure just can like forget about stuff. It's not too big of a deal. But maybe if it was all girls. Yeah.
So you yourself, you have a brother and you got a sister.
I'm the
so
oldest as well. I'm the oldest.
He's
as
got a
well.
little
Yeah.
diversity,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
met the gender quotas.
I think it's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Did
good.
you feel as being someone with a mixed sort of family of both females and males, and you're the oldest in that family as well? Can you relate to being the older brother versus the older sister? Is there a difference?
The big thing was, I definitely felt like my parents were figuring out how to parent with me a lot,
Yeah.
and then like a few years later, they would tweak it, and it would
Yeah.
be a little bit easier for the brother or sister.
Oh, okay.
So
You were hard mode.
yeah, they were trial and error on me. I think by the time they got to my brother, who's the youngest,
Yeah.
they were pretty relaxed. So I think he felt the relaxedness as well.
I don't want to get too
I-
deep, but did you get hit as a child?
Yeah.
No doubt.
No doubt, dude.
Do you
I don't
feel
wanna
like
get
your
too deep, but
younger
I'll just
siblings
ask
got
that.
hit less?
Significantly less, bro. Like,
Fuck, man.
uh,
I was the youngest kid. So what do you guys think about? I was youngest of 4. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there are stereotypes for youngest people too.
you throw hissy fits a lot more. I think. I
Yeah,
feel like
lack of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Nah, just going, just going.
Gradual.
Just keep going. I need this. I need to be humbled.
No, I think so. I think you're more used to being looked after by others as well.
Are you doing a yaw or a general yaw, or are you directing this?
But also singular as well in your case, dude.
No, I think as a youngest, I don't know. The stereotype is that what you get babied all the time. That you get your way, but I don't know. At the same time, they say parents they learn on every kid. They know how to get become better parents.
Exactly, yeah.
So maybe I was just bearing the better parenting. Doesn't mean I got it easier or got it worse. It's just different.
But if you have better parents, then you're getting it easier
Yeah.
for sure. That's the whole.
I guess so.
1 + 1.
But maybe the better thing to do was to be more strict. Maybe they were too lenient on the older ones and they became more strict on you because they realized the other
Yeah.
kid's fucked up. You need to get your shit together.
Yeah,
See, like
true.
because
Could
you're
be.
the oldest, if you could have it your way, would you want to be the youngest, or would you?
Nah.
Because I'd say
Nah,
the
I
oldest.
like-
I
I
would
like being
definitely
the
stay the
oldest,
oldest.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't switch it up?
No, I wouldn't
Nah.
trade it because then we'd be like you.
Yeah.
But, I feel the only one true stereotype of youngest kids in the family is that they're pretty hopeless at like doing things and like figuring shit out. 'Cause
Yeah, you always have somebody that comes in to kind of save you if you need help. So like, it's like even basic shit around the house. You always have your older brother or your dad come to help you.
Exactly.
Or if you're like the eldest kid, you just sit there figuring out with you or your friends.
But as the
Yeah.
youngest kid as well, I think
I
they're
think
maybe
the
a bit more
youngest
loose.
kids are more creative.
Yeah, they have more freedom to fuck up, more freedom to do whatever.
Yeah,
fuck up, yeah,
they're on
that's
this
why.
like off-beaten path of I'll try this, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Whereas like the oldest are a
Yeah,
bit
you don't
like,
get that.
okay, need to make sure my parents are satisfied, are happy. Yeah.
I think like oldest kids always end up doing like, I don't know, account management. Yeah, and then like while the youngest was like, I'm going to be an artist. Or
Artist,
I want to
yeah.
do a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, stereotype holds true. So.
know.
So that don't make sense then, because I'm the oldest.
You're the
I'm
oldest, but
doing
you want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
I guess you can break the mold. You can do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you want. And what about middle kids? That's the only ones we haven't discussed. Are they the bane of society?
I
Are
don't-
they the fucking
I don't
worst?
think-
Context on middle
I
kids.
don't know if there is a solidified stereotype for middle children.
No, that they don't get appreciation from anything. They just get ignored.
Oh,
They
right.
have like usually they're used to kind of being ignored because they're not on either end.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the only thing I can think of.
What about your sister?
yeah. I guess that would be true. Yeah, like maybe when you're the oldest to the youngest, you might have it easier or harder, but you're always noticed.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like, oh, you're the oldest, you should be doing this.
Yeah.
You know,
They feel maybe they have to like try harder to reveal themselves and like to be like, oh, I'm this. I have made my own name and claim.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
maybe. I don't think there's two. Like that's probably the main one, right? They just go a little bit unnoticed.
Mm.
I wouldn't say that like personality-wise, there's a lot of traits attached to middle children.
And then maybe they feel like the world's out to get them all the time, like a bit defeatist, a bit like, oh, woe is me type people. I don't know, that's the feeling I've
Maybe.
been getting from them. But like the oldest guys, I get the feeling that they think they know everything, and then the youngest ones, they're just hopeless as fuck. For me, that's the stereotypes I'm capturing in my day-to-day.
Makes sense.
I went on a date with this girl, the other day, and she was like, oh, you're such a, I thought you're giving off middle, oldest child vibes. I'm like, nah, I'm actually youngest. Oh, that makes so much sense. It kind of seems like star signs as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
people just make up this bullshit.
Why did she say that?
I don't know. She's like, when I told her I was like the youngest, she's like, oh, you didn't give me youngest child vibes. You gave me oldest child vibes, meaning like, I don't know, you're like
Strong, independent
responsible.
man.
Yeah, some shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. You know,
yeah,
like.
yeah.
But then,
So she was lying.
So he was catfishing her. So like,
I was definitely
lying to her.
Yeah, that's why there was no second date. So she eventually found out. So
Are you single, Min? Or you have a
Nah,
girlfriend?
partner.
Oh, is your partner oldest, youngest?
I think she's the oldest. She has a younger brother.
Oldest. I think oldest and oldest
She's the
matches.
oldest.
Like
Maybe.
partner-wise. Yeah.
Stats don't lie, baby.
I don't lie, dude. We were 1 for 1, so.
I met your girlfriend the other week, right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Your Min's girlfriend's like, no, I'm his sister.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's because you don't get the joke. It's because the first time she came to one of the soccer games, somebody was like, "Is that your sister?"
Okay.
It's just you wouldn't get.
So I wouldn't assume. I wouldn't assume.
Joke. Yeah.
You look nothing alike.
Nah, she actually.
Definitely don't. I've
Nah.
never met her.
She's like exactly my height. So. Anything else?
Nah, should we leave it there? That was good.
What's your opinion on the situation in Ukraine right now, bro?
In Ukraine, I just feel like more people should talk about the current economic and.
Actual in the world right now.
Yeah.
Putin L or W, bro. That's
Yeah, free Kanye.
free Kanye. Hey, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. To quote my guy over here.
Thank you, Jaden Smith.
Alright. Thank you, Mint. Appreciate you, bro. Nice to meet you.